shots of tea.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Yogaxpress. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm the host for this program. We've been together in several hundreds of episodes in the last 10 years, and I'm delighted to say that our target is 700, as I told you last week. Stay with us, and we're not going to stop tape. We may stop or hold off taping for a while after 700, but we will still be airing for many more years after that. We're going to transition into Ayurvedic cooking. Before I forget my manners, I'd like to thank my crew. Thank you so much. Lucas Veloso and Helen Cantu, our assisting art director, Nuriel Exelaza, Corey Bryce, our facilitator for today, and our studio manager, Rich Viziel, have all chipped in to make this the show that is ready to go. Now, to reintroduce our special guest for today, Ellen Spivak. What did you do to me last week? I am still sore, but it was a happy sore.
I exhausted her.
I actually felt an internal sweat. It felt really great. But yes, I was a little sore because my arms are not very good.
Okay.
Ellen Spivak. Ellen has a beautiful, simple website, ellenyoga.com. Ellen, you're also a Pilates mat instructor,
Yes,
correct?
I am.
You gave us a little insight into what you do on the Pilates mat, and I love the explanation, the difference between Pilates and yoga.
Yes.
But I have a little bit of a question on the mat, usage of the mat
Sure.
in Pilates. I noticed Pilates mats are quite thick.
Yes. Good question.
Is there a reason for that?
Very observant. The reason yoga mat is thinner is
Right.
to give us more connection to the ground, closer to earth, so we have a
Okay.
resist or a leveraging when we're using it, so we don't slip.
So more traction.
Exactly. Great, better word than what I used. The Pilates mat doesn't need the traction because we're on the ground anyway. So it's
Okay.
different, right? So Pilates mat, since we're on the ground, we want more padding for our knees, for even the butt, everything that's on the ground, the whole body. Not necessary to need the traction.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not the feet that would be touching on the Pilates mat. It's the rest of the body.
The entire body's
Got it.
touching,
So
and
that's-
often the feet. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But you don't need to use the yoga
right.
is more we're standing, as you know,
Right,
we're
right.
standing balancing in some poses, and Pilates is also ground based that you just don't need that stability underneath you to the degree.
So you don't have to worry about slipping, so you don't need to brace.
Correct. Yes.
That must come from your years of experience.
I have many years now, 18 years experience
Teaching Pilates mat
teaching yoga,
as
and then Pilates has been going on 7, I believe. Yeah.
wow. No wonder you're able to see that distinction quite clearly. I've observed others. I've never taught Pilates, and I've never really even practiced it. But I was always curious: why is a Pilates mat so thick? So
Yes.
that's good to know.
So a lot of people get confused in a yoga class and they'll get on a Pilates mat and then I'll have to
Right.
instruct them. It's better to use, if you need padding, double your yoga mat. So then you have the padding, right?
Right.
The squishiness, but not to the extreme of the squishier Pilates mat. I like to use the word squishy because it's an ancient Sanskrit term, as you know, squishy.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
no.
I'm totally kidding. It is not. It's just I just made that up. But yeah. It's not a Sanskrit term.
Well, I'm going to now go and research and find it.
Yes.
Is there a word called squishy?
Yeah.
There are some really odd combinations of sounds and sounds.
Yes, there are.
When I say odd, it's a little difficult, bit of a tongue twister.
Right.
But yeah, maybe squishy is there.
Squishy. But it's good to throw humor into the yoga
Right.
practice because when you laugh, your core gets engaged.
Oh, that's
and
good
it
to
actually
know.
speeds up your metabolism. Did you know that?
I did not
Yeah,
know
so
that.
laugh away as often as you can.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I've always worried about my 12 pack, and I'm thinking, okay, she's talking about the core. Where is it? Where is it?
So, good question. So, core, I say abs or core, or in Pilates, I'll use another term. Sometimes I'll say the C curve, referring to when the belly button moves toward the spine. We don't typically use that word
Right.
in yoga, but it's all doing the same thing. It's this area of engagement
Right.
versus relaxation, right? So you can do that. In fact, right now, as long as we're talking about that, just place your hands on your knees lightly and then look forward. Inhale, the belly softens, and then exhale, curling back. There's that engagement. Do you feel it right there?
I feel it. Absolutely.
Yeah. So inhale, come forward, opening the heart, softening the belly, and exhale, curling. There's the core. Yeah.
What a lovely tip. I'm going to practice this at home.
Inhale and exhale. Engage core, soften. You can even, anytime, viewers, you could do this. You could place a palm on your belly. Inhale, it softens. You feel it. Exhale, you'll feel it firming up. It's kind of remarkable. Inhale, exhale. Firms as you exhale, contracts. Inhale. opens,
Lucas, Helen, and
expands.
Noriel, try this in the studio. I'm sure you'll love it. I love it. It feels great.
Yeah, good. So we're gonna proceed.
Yeah, what do you have planned
So
for me
I
today?
want to start with a nice inner pose of child's pose. So most of us can't wait till the end of our practice to take this. I like starting sometimes toward the beginning. And I'd like us to take the knees either touching or a few inches apart. You're doing it great. You took them a few inches. Hands behind you just as you're doing. And this creates a very small version. And I'm going to intentionally say, get as small as you can. It is a rare thing indeed to ever hear anyone get small. From the time we're children, we're propelled into playing large, prompted to always be larger than life, be tall, be big, and that gets exhausting after a while. It's nice to retreat, which is what you're doing, and going within. Physically getting smaller, literally, and figuratively being small. Important sometimes to do that. If you'd like to enhance this very simple version of child's pose, you could rock your forehead left to right. It's calming to the nervous system. You could rock your hips left to right. It's comforting to the entire body. Beautiful. And then if you feel so inclined, pun intended, maybe you even massage your feet a little bit with a little mini reflexology using your hands. If you're adverse to touching your feet, you don't have to. But the feet are very responsive, reactive to tactility, to touch, and they really like it. The way we live our lives in shoes and socks, rarely do we have that touch with our feet. We are out of touch. Pun intended there too. Beautiful. From here, we're going to inhale our way up onto our hands and our knees. One of my favorite poses, basic, powerful, simple alignment. Cat-cow. Wrists below shoulders, knees below hips, splay fingers wide, and equidistant. So the broader base you create with your hands creates more stability, like a lamp base, right? Bigger base, more stable. The shoulders being above the wrist enables us to engage the arms by pressing powerfully. The knees structurally, and you're doing it beautifully, should be right under the hips. I like feet the same distance apart as the knees, more symmetry to the pose. And you're doing it perfectly. The toes can be tucked as you're doing or flat. And then inhaling as you look forward or slightly up, the belly is actually dropping as we did earlier. It softens. If you want to see what that feels like, you could place a palm on your belly. Feel the softening?
Yeah.
Beautiful. A lot of us don't like that. We feel funny. Ooh, belly soft, right? Exhale, curling. This is what, I want a six-pack, which isn't really the be-all, end-all. Belly button moves up to spine, firms it up. That closes you off a little too. Inhale, looking forward, is an openness in the heart and a softening in the belly as the belly drops. Exhale, as you curl, there's a firming and affirming. Belly button moves up to spinal column. Engagement, good. We'll do 4 more like this. So I talk a fair amount often about stability in the body vis-a-vis mobility. The way our spinal column is constructed, lower part of the spine from the waist down contains sacrum and lumbar, and that's meant to be stable, and you're using that stability here. Upper part of the spine is thoracic through cervical, meant to be mobile, and you're using that here to great effect. So nice. Beautiful. Last 2 should be about right. Arcing and curling. Good. Exaggerate anything as much as you wish, including your breathing. Some of us use a louder breath in yoga. I fall in that category. Some of us are sighers, moaners, gigglers, and that's all well and good. Beautiful and beautiful. And go ahead and release to neutral spine just as you did. Good. Press your hands deeply, curl your toes under, and lift downward dog. So nice. Feet 6 inches apart, inside space, heels hidden from view. Important, it tells us feet parallel. The feet are rather fan-shaped. So when the heels are hidden, it tells you basically you have parallelness in a really simple way to determine it. Heels hidden. Press face to feet, gives you great stretch back, lets the head, neck, shoulders release. So nice. And then lightly and gently, just as we did last week, pedal your feet up and down, just a nice way to soften up, to loosen up calf muscles. Excellent. And then inhale, lift your heels up to the sky. Beautiful. Exhale, press them toward the ground. They never have to touch. Inhale, lift. Beautiful. And exhale, press. So nice. Last 3, inhale. Exhale. Nice. Inhale. Exhale. One last one. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Go ahead and walk your hands back to your feet and fold forward and down at the back of your mat. Uttanasana, standing forward bend. This is your stability again. Lower body, as I talked about, stable. Upper body, mobile. Allow your upper body to simply release toward the ground. Let the release happen without any judgment. And then note where your hands are. See how your fingertips are on the ground. And then without lifting your feet, begin to shift your weight forward and back, forward and back. So you're not lifting the feet up. It's simply a redistribution of your weight. Don't lift the toes if you can avoid it. Beautiful. And you may see some subtle differences in the relationship of hand to the ground, but it would be subtle. Then press deeply and evenly every part of your foot into the mat. Reach behind your knees, hold opposite elbows, and press so powerfully into the backs of your legs that your torso is close to your thighs.
Tummy is in the way.
A lot of us have that. Good. Bend the knees then to get closer. There you go. So in essence, you're getting small again, going within. Nice. Now release your hands to the ground, and there should be a discernible difference where they go. A little bit. So body's changeable, mutable, malleable. Switch that off. Good. A little bit of something there. Good. Go ahead and take your hands down. Walk your way back into downward dog. Beautiful. And just check your alignment briefly again. Feet 6 inches apart. Nice. And then we're going to move into a series of lunges, which I love because lunges are hip openers. As we rise into higher lunges, they become a balance. And all good. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky if you can. Beautiful. Exhale, draw it forward and through. Align your fingers with your toes, gives you your correct stance. So the distance from your foot to your foot is now correct if you align fingers and toes. And then inhaling, lift just your right arm up to the sky. This is a moderate twisted lunge. So I want you to take your right foot slightly to the right. Beautiful. So knee right on top of ankle. So nice. Press the back heel back, straighten back leg, more stable. If you want to enhance this, take your top arm toward me and you're creating a greater twist. If you want more heart opening, press the bottom hand more, lift the top arm more. Beautiful. If you want more stability and more hip, press the back heel back even more. Really nice. And then from here, we're going to frame the foot with two hands. We're going to step back into downward dog. You can either stay here if you're feeling that that's what you'd like, or move through a vinyasa. A vinyasa is a flow that links the poses one breath to one movement. So I'm going to go ahead and do the gentlest form of vinyasa from plank. And she's come right into knees, chest, chin, also a perfect way to do it. So I'm dropping my knees, chin, chest. Then I'm lifting cobra, arms so tight. Nice. And then pressing back to downward dog. So when we do vinyasa, again, it creates a flow and it heats up the body from within, and that is powerful and good. Makes the body safer, warmer, more flexible from within. Nice. Inhale, lift your left leg up, just as you did on the other side. Beautiful. And bring that foot forward and through. So a little trick to scoot it up if you need to, because you want the alignment fingers, toes, you can take a hand behind your calf and just press it forward. Not embarrassing to modify. Good. Now right hand is down, or if you need to, it could be just fingertips. Left arm to the sky. Fingertips are powerful. Beautiful. So draw your knee forward a tiny bit more. There you go. So what you want again, knee on top of ankle, so you need to scoot the foot slightly to the left, slightly to me. Beautiful. Back heel presses back, back leg straight, engages, opens hip, stabilizing. Again, if you want to deepen this, take your hand that direction. Nice. Greater twist, twist. Massage the organs, help tone the body, help with digestion, as we talked about last week. If you want more heart, press more with the bottom arm, lift more. More stable hip, press back more. Beautiful. Frame your foot with two hands and you'll move through your vinyasa. You could just step to downward dog, could be your choice. Nice. Okay, good. Now we're going to go through a little higher moderate lunge, a different version. We're going to take the right foot forward. You could lift it up again if you wish to get it up there. There you go. It gives you a little thrust. There you go. Now, I like to use the word kind of crawling up onto your thigh. Take the right hand under the thigh. Take the left hand under the thigh. Our thighs are really resilient and strong. You could even, if you want to do pound on them, they're strong. Never pound or press deeply onto a joint like a knee or shoulder or elbow. The thigh is strong. Lift the heart. I'm the one falling here. Press the back heel back, more stable. So avoid placing hand on knee. Shift back. There you go. Now draw the arms back behind you with palms down, and you get this really nice openness. Heart open, back bend, hip open, lunge, and you're in a balance. But there's a stability to it because we're still fairly low to the ground. And then we're going to move through our vinyasa again, which could always mean just stepping into downward dog so we can do the other side. That's all. Beautiful. And then we move to the other side. Take the left foot forward, lift it if you wish. It's always an option. It gives you a little propellant to get up there. Beautiful. Crawl up. I don't know why I'm using that word, but I like it. Hands on the thigh. Resilient, strong. Never press kneecap. Lifts the heart. Beautiful. And then the arms go back, palms down, openness. Whenever you open the heart, it creates a back bend, and it's also a physiological shift in the body, not psychological. You are literally altering your body for the good. Step back into downward dog or take a vinyasa. Always have options to make your pose as powerful or gentle as you wish. Nice. We'll do one more version of a lunge, this time moving into a high lunge. Take the right foot forward, lift it up first if you wish. Beautiful. Now we're going to sort of transition into it. Place both hands on the thigh to stabilize. Press the back heel back. And then lift both arms up to the sky. Opens the heart. Gives you a back bend, physiological shift in body. Here, as we've talked about before, if you want more arm engaging, you could turn your pinkies in toward one another, thumbs out. Beautiful. Now slide your left hand down your back straight leg, and this is really nice. It enhances the heart opening quality, the back bend. It's a little more dramatic. The hand just slides down. So nice. Beautiful. Both arms back up to the sky. Nice. Take your other hand down that same back leg. It's a little more intense because now a twist is created. If it's too much, just put the hand on the hip. There you go. Nice. Both arms back up to the sky again. Beautiful. Now press the palms, draw them to heart center, and if you can take a twist to your right, do so. You're lifting off of the, so you'd be twisting that way. You doing okay?
Yeah.
So this is again, stability lower body based on structure of spine, mobility upper. If you wanted to enhance the mobility, press more with the bottom, with the elbow into the leg, just as you're doing. You okay?
Yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of a break.
Okay. So here's another
that's
nice
tough,
option.
though.
I do this. If this is too much for me,
Is there a variation?
yeah, I just do this. Just take a little twist.
I'm
Just
gonna try
gently. Yeah, why not? And as teachers, we modify all the time. We do it. There you go.
Just this?
You can create modification, sure. Yeah, that's good. Lovely. And then you're going to move through your vinyasa or downward dog. It is your choice. Beautiful, beautiful. Other side. Lift the left leg or just take it through. Beautiful. Rising up, we're transitioning via the hands on the thigh again to stabilize. Press the back heel back. Beautiful, beautiful. And then once you're stable, arms up to the sky. Balancing can be very polarizing, like life. Some days we feel great,
Right.
and then the next moment, oh no, what happened? I thought I was amazing, right? Good. Analogy, balance in life. Now slide the right hand down the back leg, just as you did. Now your right hand, there you go. Keep stabilizing via the back heel pressing back. Beautiful. Both arms up to the sky. So nice. Other hand slides down that back leg. If it's too much, place hand on hip. May feel
Try
different.
it on this side.
Yeah. May feel different side to side. Just we don't feel that we're not, body's not fully symmetrical, heart's not centered, right? Organs aren't necessarily centered. Very interesting. Good. You'll go through your vinyasa, or I'm sorry,
The
I
elbow.
forgot the twist, right. Take the arms up, beautiful. Press the palms, heart center, and now take your twist. Maybe this feels
have to help
better
myself.
for you. Okay. There you go. This looks like it's a little easier for your body. Am I right?
Yeah, I just had to help myself.
Okay, you're doing great. So if you want more mobility, press with your elbow more against the knee. Beautiful. And press the top palm into the bottom palm. It's remarkable. Do you feel how that lifts you
Yeah.
a bit? Gaze important here. Over shoulder or elbow. Deepens the pose. Intense.
It
Ooh,
is.
good. Frame your foot with two hands. And you're going to go through a vinyasa or not. Totally fine to just stay in downward dog. Beautiful. From here, we'll move into more of my favorite things, some balances, some standing balance. Draw your right foot forward, and this time we're taking Warrior One. Warrior One is exactly like the high lunge, except the back heel is down. What's really important, and you're doing it beautifully, back foot angles to center hips, knee on top of ankle. That's it. Beautiful. And now go ahead and take your arms forward like this. This is called a pranam when you turn the palms up. A pranam is a form of an offering. Then come back like this, straighten the knee. This is an acceptance and a receiving. Coming forward bends the knee. This is a giving. Coming back, openness. This is a receiving. Come forward is assertive. Coming back is more passive. Lovely. One more time, come forward And now we're going to launch right up. Core, legs, and breath, and a formal focus, which exists in every balance. Beautiful. Lifted foot is flexed. Excuse me. Core, legs, breath, focus. Beautiful and beautiful. Good. Draw your arms back behind you. Interlace your fingers if you can, and it's simply a variation. Or not.
I'm going to try.
So in any balance, you don't have to be parallel to the ground with the foot to the head, although it's optimal. You can have the foot a couple of inches off the ground. Really lovely. Good. Gently float your way back to Warrior 1. We're going to open out to Warrior 2 just for a moment. And then we're going to tilt back, creating openness up the side body. Yeah. We're going to come forward in an extension. Nice. We're going to come back to Warrior 2. We're going to step into our downward dog. Beautiful. And then we'll do the other side. Here we go. Take the left foot forward. There's your Warrior 1. In every asymmetrical pose, put more power in the back foot than the front. And with specificity, the most into the back baby toe, it gives you more stabilization. And here we are again in our pranam. As we come forward, this is the pranam. Palms are up. This is giving. Coming back, this is receiving. Feels quite different. Coming forward, give. Coming back, receive. One more time forward. Beautiful. One more time back. Openness. Come forward. Launch up. Every balance you ever do is core, legs, breath. Beautiful. Foot is flexed. So nice. Nice. Gently releasing back to Warrior 1. Beautiful. Opening to Warrior 2, just as we did. Warrior 2, a little simpler than Warrior 1. It's simply hip opening, so if you can, scoot the front foot forward a bit. Peaceful Warrior, tilt you back. Side body stretch. Beautiful. Extended side angle brings you forward. Reach up and over. Pardon me. Back to Warrior 2. Beautiful. Frame your foot with two hands. We'll move through a vinyasa or just downward dog. Come to your hands and knees and take child's pose.
And guys, while we are marinating down here, for those of you who are watching us, stay with us. Life every now and then brings you some amazing teachers, just like Ellen Spivak right here. Stay in touch with Ellen. Thank you, Ellen, on behalf of my team. Our director, Nuriel Exelazo, Lucas Veloso, and Helen Cantu, and of course our facilitator, Corey Bryce, who's made us all look so good right here with these lights and sounds. Thank you so much, Helen. Ellen, we would love to have you again, maybe next week if you're available.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that I am. I'll check my schedule. Good, we're going to move from